Hey, welcome to week 3. Just wanted to give you some thoughts, some high-level thoughts on budgeting. We're going to put our final budget in this year. Number one, it's important that you put your actual numbers in the sample budget if you use my sample budget. I put some targets in there, but I just made those numbers up. So whatever your numbers are, put them in there. It is what it is. You might not have enough where you are in your life, whether you're still a student. It's okay. The key is that you have a budget, and that you have some goals, and you look at it, and over time those things will change. So if you have a budget, you look at it once a week, once a month, and you start to develop a discipline of thinking about where your money's going, good things will usually happen. So the important part of the budget is to put the dollars in, and then to review it so that you're making good financial decisions. That's the most important part of the budget. I want to talk about savings a little bit. We're getting into the parts of the course where we're going to talk about investing. And I think I wanted to kind of go back and give you kind of a high level view. We have a lot of folks in the class from different age groups, different parts of life. So it's sometimes difficult to some of these concepts. A lot of you are familiar with them. Sometimes they're brand new to you. So wanted to we'll lay it out at a very high level. Think about retirement saving as a lifetime activity, right? So start now. If you have a job, whether there's a 401k or you can open up an IRA, you should do that now, whether you're 18 or 20 or 30 or 40, it doesn't matter. Saving for retirement is about saving a little bit all the time throughout your life so that when you become 60, 65, or 70, and whenever you want to retire, that money is there for your protection and for your lifestyle. Don't count on others to take care of you in retirement. Take care of that yourself. And then if you have Social Security, if you have other things, pensions, that's an addition too. So the key is really to start now and get that retirement set aside. Other goals for savings, like cars and college for your kids and just paying for kids and buying a house, those types of things, they'll ebb and flow throughout your lifetime. Your goals will change. And think, the key is to for your savings is to try to do savings, try to have the savings come out of your paycheck into your goals before you spend money. Meaning, automatically out of your pay, you have money going into your 401k, or you have it going into your IRA. And then you have 25 going into your goal for a house, and 25 into your goal for a car, and 25 into your college fund for your kids. If you get to that discipline, then as your income goes up over your lifetime and it increases, you can then take some of the money that you're now getting paid in addition to what you used to get paid and up those savings targets. It's a very long-term thing, right? So you get into the discipline, you put the monies into those accounts. And again, I'll go back to what I said earlier. If you're thinking about it once a month, a couple times a month, and you're looking at it, you'll be amazed at the discipline that you create and the plans that you create. And you'll be like, hey, I can put more here, I can put more there. And that stuff will start to build. It's like anything. It's like compound interest. If when you have kids and you're trying to buy a house, you're trying to buy a car, it's really hard to save money. Obviously, there's not enough money to go around. So you have that retirement fund over there accumulating, and then as your life changes, you'll do the things that you want to do, and then as you get older and your kids get older, or your income goes up, then you'll start to catch up. Your retirement savings will start out very slow, and then it will hopefully grow as you get older. And your kids are grown, or you don't have as many expenses, or your debts come down. So again, think of it very long term. The other thing I want you to think about is on the mutual fund side, or on the investment side, inside your retirement account. As it starts to build up, you get 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 in there over 5-10 years. That's when it will be important that you zero in on your complexity of how you invest. I've kept my complexity fairly low. I've just concentrated on savings, but in terms of your 401k and the retirement accounts that you have, that's going to probably build up the fastest. Think about it from a simplistic point of view, from a diversification point of view. Think about index funds, where it's really just tracking the stock market, right? Think about targeted retirement funds, where folks are taking care of the allocation of aggressive when you're young to less aggressive as you get older. Those kinds of mutual funds, you're really just investing in the country and the stock market. You know, pick a large cap fund, a small cap fund, an international fund, a global fund. You know, when you're looking out there at the Vanguard sites this week and next week, you'll see that there are very large funds, and if you look at the holdings, they're companies that you know. So the key is to get the savings in there, and then as the accounts build up, to be able to diversify. But again, it doesn't have to be complicated. For those of you that are interested in buying individual stocks, you can do that as your funds accumulate. But it's a little bit of a gamble. So again, my recommendation to everyone is, you know, have a budget, have a savings plan, look at it often, and initially, you know, keep your investments simplistic, but at a mutual fund level where you can kind of pick and choose, you know, different things to invest in. And if you like a particular stock, as I said to you before, I'm a Disney fan. Buy that individual stock, you know, because it's a company you know, those types of things. So wanted to give you some of those high-level thoughts as we kind of finalize our budgets this week. Again, it's all about the discipline and the attention to your finances. A lot of folks have said, you know, I haven't spent too much time looking at them. It doesn't take long, but every once in a while you should look at these things and have a plan. And if you have a lot of questions, there's lots of professionals out there that you can talk to that, you know, have that experience that can guide you along the way. So good luck this week, and have a great week.